It's a program of positive.
Yes, and today is the 8th day of May, and if I'm not wrong, it is the birthday of the late Ptolemy Reed.
Oh, okay.
The 8th of May. You know, I usually remember birthdays, you know. I think that is today is his birthday, Ptolemy Reed.
But you don't know my birthday.
You were the 10th of September?
Yes, man.
Yes.
What year was that?
Oh, so many years ago. He must have reached up and they're 100. Must he reach 100 by now? But there's so many issues. See, and the piracy issue is still
It's a big problem.
It's a big one. It has so many different issues. And one aspect of it we need to look at very carefully.
Yes.
On the Facebook posts, I remember one time a guy had posted a Facebook with dollars and whatnot, and he was a robber.
Yes.
What the CID needs to do is to assign a person who will definitely look every day
How do you
at
know
Facebook.
that? How do you know that?
They had a photo of this guy,
Yeah.
the same guy who was arrested in Suriname,
Okay.
with guns and money. He posted it on Facebook.
Okay.
You know, so you have to put them on the
The microscope.
yeah, exactly, under the
Okay.
microscope.
Okay.
The profile is there.
Okay,
So they have,
okay.
now a letter writer wrote in the Starbuck News correcting some what he called inaccuracies by
yes.
Dr. Clive Thomas. And it was a fellow named Johnny West of Open Oil. In his review of the financial model of the Starbuck block, he said that there were some inaccuracies there, and it seems as if there's some slippage now taking place with Dr. Clive Thomas. I don't know if it's old age or what.
What do you mean by it?
Slippage in terms of before there
you
was no criticism of Clive Thomas.
Yes.
You know, but over the last
Age.
yes, there's
Age.
something is happening there.
Age.
Now there was also in the another newspaper in the Kaichor a letter writer named Selwyn Persaud. He was concerned about public spending causing, and he's spoken about spending abroad, causing the U.S. dollar foreign reserve of the Bank of Guyana to drop from U.S. 800 million to less than U.S. 550 million. And he especially mentioned the trips abroad of Prime Minister Moses Nagamoto. I don't know if there's any...
Why did they mention that?
I don't know, but he...
What the reason? What is
he's
the
saying
reason
that they're using up all these foreign, and our foreign reserves are dropping. Sometimes they go on trips that are not necessary. You know what I'm saying? People want to go...
How do Nagamoto use your own money?
No, they have the evidence. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, evidence?
Yes, his own money.
Okay.
But besides that, you said crime is on the increase. Destitute people on the streets, we need to take care of them, put them in the homes, send them to the psychiatrists. We need more psychiatrists in this country.
So I can cut it. That the street on the street, right. You have to
right, line outside your place.
Line out there, street on the street. Destitute.
Yes. So we need to look at that.
What else?
At the corruption on the increase, the stray animals all around the place.
Yeah.
They need to have a proper system to deal with it. I know there's somebody dealing with it from Home Affairs, but they need to coordinate this activity, let people know the numbers so they can call them and so on. We need to have back on this program the police. Remember, we used to have the police coming in up to the time of
yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We've had police coming on the program.
Yes.
And
Now the police are not coming to the program.
yeah, we need to contact the acting commissioner to see if they can come on the
They
program.
can stop acting. They don't act too much.
Yeah, and another thing, every day you see people driving through lights. I want to know what happened to those CCTV cameras. What's happened to them? People are driving through red lights, doing as they like, swerving in, buses swerving across, moving in front of you, even though it's ahead of the
camera needs to repair.
It's ridiculous. They're under repair?
Yeah, they're repairing the cameras.
I see.
They're fixing up the cameras.
Yes. So it's a serious situation.
Okay. Rahman,
Mr. Sharma,
what are your rights, Rahman? Tell about your rights now.
what just not going to tell you, but all these things that you just touched on,
Yes.
that Mr. Sankis touched on, are a reflection of a crisis, a social crisis. All these things, crime on the increase, destitution on the increase.
That's my list.
Yes, that's your list. Yes.
That's my list.
But all of this list has got one generality. That is to say that all these are social ills of our society that we have to deal with. And the only way you can deal with this Now some of these things are very basic. It doesn't need money. It doesn't need money. You just need good administration and management. Like for instance, I give you one single. I went yesterday to the post office and have a long line of people. Now more than half of those people, and I asked them, more than half of them, they have a bank account. They have a bank account where their salaries and so on used to go into. Now, they don't need to stand in the line. You pay their money into their bank account, and they have a card. They go and you withdraw the money as they usually
We
do.
don't understand
So
that. We
you
understand
save-
that. We
good.
understand that.
Right, good. So
No.
why is it that they are taking so long
What
to
about
do
the
it? I
fisherman? What
understand.
about the fisherman fish a boat who get killed?
That's a very complex issue.
Why is it complex? What do you mean
It's
by
very
that?
complex and complicated issue.
Why?
Because it involves two countries,
Oh.
the waters of two
Yeah.
countries. So that we still need to know exactly what has happened, but it's a terrible situation, terrible situation, and I have great sympathies for those people who have lost their loved ones and so on. But do you know, Mr. Sharma, turning to some other issues, do you know that Digicel, that when you call people, you can't get through to them? You're getting
Sometimes.
somebody else.
Sometimes.
It
Not all the time.
It happened yesterday, and it
So you
happened
said sometime.
today.
Not all the time.
No, Digicel.
Digicel, yes.
Not GT&T.
Okay.
Because Digicel used to give a good service, but I don't know. But if they have problems, all they need to send out a message, as they send so many messages to your phone, they should send a message saying to you they have problems.
Good.
And they're solving because our
Yeah.
program here,
Yes.
like we are here to listen to what people say their problems and then call up and try and resolve those problems. Remember, there's a lot of people who are dealing with people's problems and
yes.
listening to this program.
Yes.
So they pick up the information, and by the time we get there with
Yes.
our camera,
Yes.
it's resolved.
That's right.
Now, you asked me just now about the rice industry. Now, last week I saw that there was a release which talked about how much market they get all over the world. But in that article, it was issued by the GRDB, Mr. Nizam. Not one sentence they have told the public at what price they are paying the farmers, what price they're getting at the international market, how much the Cubans are paying them, how much the Panamanians are paying them, how much the Europeans are paying them. Not one single line to tell us, to tell the Guyanese people. And at this moment, rice is the chief earner of foreign exchange, Mr. Sharma. And what are they giving back? What Mr. Holder is giving back to the rice farmers? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. These are people who toil every day, rain and sun, and they need to get...
You can touch and go later. Let's take some calls. I'll call you in. Hello? Hello? Go ahead. Yes.
Now, the gold thing.
Yeah, gold.
Mr. Green made a very good intervention a couple of months ago. He said close down the gold mine.
Why you close it?
Find out all those people who are doing mining, get a better audit of who is doing it, and let the Guyanese miners benefit. The Guyanese miners are not benefiting, they are struggling. And these are ordinary people who are trying to make a living.
Let me go on call in here. Call you here?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Sharma, I called you on Saturday,
Yes.
Yes.
and your colleague on your right
Yes.
promised sincerely to go to talk to GWI and have them come at least yesterday to fix this.
What is the problem? What is the problem? Tell me what is the problem.
I remember that. I
There's a
remember.
main in Princess Street Lodge
Yes.
that had been broken for about 6 weeks now.
What?
6 weeks.
I wasn't getting water. The only reason why I'm getting water now is because I took tube and strap it up.
Oh my.
But I made a report over 6 weeks now.
Yes.
It hadn't come. And your colleague on your right promised me sincerely that he was
Yes.
going to talk to Mr. Van West Charles and,
Yes.
and they would have come and fixed this problem at least by yesterday. But today's Tuesday and they haven't come as yet.
And
Okay,
they
then
have-
let us hear his
I-
response.
Yes.
I'm glad
No,
that...
no.
DWI problem is a serious problem.
Okay.
The last time this main broke,
What is life?
it took them about 3 months before they come and fix it.
Yeah.
Now again it break. It's 6 weeks going, and they come yet. GWI has a management problem. I don't care what nobody else said. It got a management problem prior to now. If you call GWI, GWI used to come promptly and fix it. But now you can't get them people to come and do nothing for you.
Sure, we get some assistance.
He called.
What is
Yes.
life? What is life? Yeah.
Yes.
No, but he called.
On
This
Saturday.
gentleman called
Yes,
last
yes.
Saturday, and I told him that we will call them to get them
Now
to
what
go
they
and
said, what
fix
they
it.
said.
Tuesday.
Fist up
Yes,
since Tuesday.
Tuesday,
He's
six
right.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's right about that, but he needs to know that we are not the people who fix it.
Yes, you promised me.
No, did you call
no.
the people? Did you
Yes,
call?
I did call them. But now that he's reporting that they didn't go, we'll put some licks in them.
Okay.
You
Okay.
better put hot licks in
Yeah,
them.
we'll put
He's
some.
saying got to put some licks
Yeah,
in
We'll put
them.
some licks in them.
Hot licks
All
in
right.
them.
I didn't call Dr. Charles, by the way, but as soon as the program, I promise you, I got your number.
GWI
I will
management
call
problem.
Dr.
GWI
Charles.
Okay, thank you very much.
There's a
Again,
point man
it's
that you
Princess
call.
Shop. Yeah. What is the point
Hello?
man, Mr. Joseph?
Yes. Circulating with the water situation.
Well, look,
Drinking water.
No, what is happening?
What about water?
No, the water coming from the
Yeah,
pipes. You
yeah.
don't get it as much now in
Okay,
Kingston.
okay.
Like they hold back the water for a while. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like all morning you got to fill up containers because you don't know when water is going to flow. Then between like all afternoon there's no water. It comes on maybe around 5 o'clock,
Okay.
somewhere around that. So it's
So the gentleman is
Calling
right.
you in here, hello?
yes. Something has gone loose
Good
there.
afternoon, Mr.
Good
Sharma.
afternoon, good afternoon.
I want to talk about an incident I observed yesterday at the Starbuck Market Square with these
Yeah.
45 minibuses.
Yes, yes.
The number of the bus is BWW 3725.
What's the number?
BWW 3725.
Yes.
The bus, you know, some of the buses are in line.
Yeah.
He came on the, what is called the hot plate, right?
Hot plate?
I opened his door, the police officer was right there.
Okay.
As a young guy, I know him for seeing, but I did not get to take his
Okay,
name.
okay.
He just got 3 shots on the shoulder. The guy was standing there. So when he opened the door, the guy pushed him back the door and said, "No, you cannot pick up here, go out." The man in the front seat opened the door right in front of the police. Said, "Yeah, officer, get from here." So the police go up to me again, drive the bus a little bit by the bazaar, and we start taking in people there, and the man started, so the policeman just turned away and walked. They need to put strong policemen out there when they're doing with this traffic thing, because he's a puny, the guy is a puny guy, a puny person. So they take advantage of him. So he just walk
Police
away
have no
and leave them to do
authority.
whatever they want
They
to do.
chase away the police.
What the guy man do want to say, it's call the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next thing, I can't remember the gentleman on your right here. He raised an issue with the pensioners
yes,
with
yes.
having bank accounts.
Yes.
But a lot, I know about the show workers, a lot of pensioners said they don't want their money to go in the
Yeah.
bank because they got take chance fee to go for it and all of that. So, I don't know. You say you're querying, a lot of people say they have
Okay,
bank accounts.
okay.
But I saw on the news, especially the sugar workers will say, when they get the money, by the time you put it to the bank, they got to take chance fee to go for it, and it costs a lot of money, and it's a waste of time. They want the money, how they used to get it all the time.
Okay.
So I don't know. It seems there's something
Okay.
some going on there.
Thank you very much.
Correct,
Police,
correct.
listen to police are black police. How they say police is police.
Wait,
Police is police.
Could I correct what she said?
Yeah,
I
yes.
don't think she got it, what I said.
Yeah.
Look, there are a lot of people who used to work as public servants and other as teachers and so on, who have,
Yeah.
they get their salary come into
Yes.
their account. Now, if they have to go to the post office to just get a little bit of money, it's a waste of their time. If ordinary people want to go there, but if you get more than half of them not going, it reduces the line so that they can get their money quickly and go. I see ordinary people being turned away because the line is so long and they're ill and all kinds of things. So we need to take care of our
They should have a
elders.
choice. They should have a
They have a
choice.
choice, yes, they have a choice.
Okay. Starting with you with agriculture now. Top of agriculture. Then we relax. Top of agriculture. Yes.
People are saying that the agriculture
Yeah,
minister should have
yeah.
been concerned with the fishing attack.
Okay.
Nobody
Yes,
has
yes.
seen Minister Holder involved in the
yes,
talks. If you look at Suriname, you see there's a Benchop who's the defense minister
Yeah.
in Suriname. A Benchop, maybe it's a family of Mark
Okay,
Benchop.
okay.
You know, he's a defense minister in Suriname, and you see the agriculture minister there. So I don't know why he's not involved in it, because fishing is part of,
Very,
of,
very-
of, of
very,
the
very,
very
portfolio,
important.
part
I
of the
heard.
Very
portfolio of the
important, yeah.
Minister of
Yes,
Agriculture.
I heard about to push him out, so he might step back.
No, you can't push him out yet. I disagree with you on that.
While you wait on the election.
No, I wait, you got to give
Well,
it.
the election is coming on, the
Don't mean
local
election government, you
government.
got to throw the man.
The local
What on you?
government, the people
Are
throwing
you
them on, not
crazy?
me. It's the people at the local government election. Let me tell you something. If you're employed to do a job or you're elected to do a job, the people demand that you do it good because their pay is taxpayers' money that they are receiving,
Amen.
and they must.
How many
Look,
good? How
let
many
me
good?
raise this issue.
How much goods we done in
When
this country? Right?
you are ill and you go to America, you go with your own money. Why must the taxpayers pay ministers millions of dollars to go look after their health?
What
It
did
is
my
time
what did my health?
Well, you've been to America recently to look after your
No,
health?
no.
A couple of
Not
months
this
ago.
year, not this year.
That last year.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that you went with your own money.
Yes, I'm on one.
You didn't ask no government.
No government
You didn't
at
ask
all.
nobody. If I and Mr. Sankis have to get any health thing, we have to pay money to go, just like the ordinary people. So why must the ministers of this government pay millions of
Calling in
dollars
here. Hello?
to get health
Hello?
treatment?
Hello? Hello, calling in here. Yes, go ahead, please.
We have got to put an end to this thing. Look, we are talking about equality and equity. The small man is the real man, Mr. Burnham used to say. He was right about that. They're the producers of wealth. These people who are elected, nobody's asking them to go get elected and become ministers or other things. So when they get heavy salary, millions of dollars, they must save their money. They must take out special insurance so that the insurance can pay when they are unwell. Not the state, not the people of Guyana. We need to correct that situation very quickly.
Calling in here.
In fact,
Hello?
let me say the Justice for All Party
Yeah.
should add it to its manifesto.
Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Justice for All Party must add that to its manifesto, that when it comes to office, that it will ensure that its ministers, like our Minister Jaipal Sharma, would not take state money to look after his health. In fact, Jaipal is never ill because he's very healthy. He exercises, he eats the right type of food.
The young person.
You ever hear
that's
he
right.
gets sick? Eh?
He's a young person.
Yeah, he's young.
Jaipal, yes.
He's about how many? 45,
You could be
50?
still young. And
You could be still young. I know
no
people.
problem.
Yes. Calling in here.
What?
Hello? Hello? Go ahead, Zangi.
No callers.
Yeah, I see also the police are moving to solve the murder at the Triumph Cemetery. They detained 3 family members. This is very, very.
That's a cold murder thing.
Yeah, in Triumph. So they're still investigating the cold cases going back to Monica Reed's
That
time.
cold case, Mr. Sharma, is a very good thing.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people who have lost their relatives and there were not proper investigation done by the last government. So we must compliment Mr. Granger for implementing. When somebody dies, there has to be a coroner's inquiry into
Yes.
the reasons why the person died.
Yes.
And if we exhume some of these bodies, it will be a good thing because now we have the DNA, isn't it?
DNA.
The DNA place has been set up at the university there.
We never
I
start.
don't think it's finalized yet, but
Okay.
in a practical, but it's being set up yet.
No, I think it's coming to being already. I'm not sure,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
soon it will be with the.
That
it will
would
come
be
into being.
very much assisted.
Yes, yes.
Calling in here. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, Shama.
Good afternoon.
I know watching you on my TV.
Yeah.
I was good. I
Yeah.
got 2 problems.
What are your 2 problems about?
Only 2?
No, I'm police. I don't have problem with the police.
Okay. You talk about 2 police. Tell me
Go
what you
ahead.
say.
I got talking about Rice and King we do on Princess Street there.
What you did?
Them post we put up on Princess Street.
What post?
What happened to the post?
We put on a thing. All the Rice and King them have to do for bringing revenue into city council. All you have to do is tar it and mark it out, and everybody that put a vehicle there pay you a weekly installment, or every day they pay 200 or 300 a day.
Point taken. Good.
Now put all them posts of
Anything
black up,
else?
the people that got pan with
Okay. Anything else? Tell me anything else?
Huh?
Anything else?
What's the next point? You say you had 2 points.
Yeah, the next point now. The thing where you see right now, there's drugs. There's drugs right now with high seas more than them.
I don't know. We don't know about that.
I just watching the news and I know that because you can't kill all them off and they take away the boat, they take away fish and all kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Police brutality.
You see, we can't give our monthly, but we don't need the facts
Yeah,
yet.
we wait on the police.
Waiting
to-
for
to-
the police
to make a
report.
statement, yes.
Police report. Carl, you in here? Yeah, where you talk about the gold now?
I was saying that
You were saying
the
that
Guyanese Pokanaka used to benefit from the gold in our country. Now you're having lots of foreign people with billions of dollars coming and going right down to the earth and digging out all the gold. And we can't, the Guyanese people are not benefiting. I had agreed with the point made by Mr. Green, and he said he will wage a campaign against it. Close them down for a while.
if you
do an
close them
audit.
down, the economy will suffer.
No.
You have to find another way of handling the problem.
When he said close them down, he doesn't mean to. No. I didn't get the impression that when he said close them down,
Yeah.
he meant to just shut it down. He meant to have a proper audit of who's there, where they're coming from Brazil and other
Yeah,
places.
they need to have that.
And you need to have better checks and balances, because the amount of money we are losing on gold, Mr.
Carl, you in
Sharma,
here? Hello?
is enormous. Can't allow
Hello?
this to happen.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes? You in here, please?
Good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
I'm calling to make a response fire service. Well, we've had a fire in Hatfield
Yes,
yesterday.
yes.
And I don't know what's going on with the fire service. They take like nearly 15 minutes to come here.
We'll see. Where was
Hatfield
it?
Street. Hatfield
Well,
Street.
there, were,
Hatfield Street, okay.
there were 3 houses burned there.
Okay.
Yeah, they took so long.
Yeah, they took very long. And when they was there, the service was not good at all. It's like, what's going on?
What sound the problem you encountered in the year with the
What
fire?
was the reason for the fire?
Fire.
Well, they didn't know what exactly caused the fire because the members of the house said they leave everything unplugged, went to work. But the problem is the fire service should be more prompt on the job, man.
Okay,
People
okay.
call them like 4 times,
Okay.
and they take their own time to come there.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you very much.
We don't know what happened there.
You're welcome.
I've heard
We
about
don't
the
know the
fire,
facts. We don't know the
and
facts.
everything was gone. They were at work. It was reported on the news last night.
No, but why did the fire brigade? What's
Call
the
again
saying
here,
that
hello?
the fire brigade took a long time to get there?
Hello?
Which one, where did they come
Hello?
from? Is it Albertown?
Yes.
Hatfield Street is not right there, man, next to the fireplace.
Yeah.
No, this is by Louisa Row. I think it's by
But
Louisa
that's
Row.
only 5 minutes. 3
Exactly,
minutes.
exactly.
So why they took so long?
Call it here.
Yeah, Mr. Sharma, good
Yes.
afternoon.
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, good
Yes.
afternoon.
Yeah,
Good afternoon.
Mr. Sankey, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
For you gentlemen, good
Yes.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I guess by now you have the aware of what's going on in Guy Scott LBI SC.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. You got to tell me.
You enlighten us.
We shape up last Friday there for our salary in back pay, right?
Yes.
And up to now, we cannot draw.
What the problem? Why they can't get it?
Sharma and the
Yeah, yeah.
This truck,
Yes.
go on and tell us that they have no money
Okay.
on this LC comment.
Okay.
Mr. Sharma went to the post office
Yes.
this morning
Yes.
to pay for some money for my son in Escobar.
Yes.
Normally my wife is done go and get the money.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
she called me from Escobar and tell me they sell shit at the post office in Escobar.
Yeah.
And they don't have any money. Right?
Who said that to you?
Come on. I got the
Who
post
said that
office
to you?
this morning and reached the step pension a deal. What is
Yeah.
going on in our country?
Which area is that? Which area is that?
Thank you very much.
LBI.
Yes.
LBI.
Okay.
LBI.
Mm-hmm.
Carl, sure I can look at the matter. Sure we can look at the matter, right? Please.
Yeah, this is payment by the sugar estate.
Hello?
Yes, LBI. Yeah.
But they were not closed a long while ago.
Yeah, they were closed, but LBI was closed by the last government,
Yeah.
and they were supposed to have paid off them their severance,
Okay.
but it doesn't seem as if they
I
were
I
paid.
think they should make a public statement.
Sangin is a station, people can lay they complain. That purpose of this program. Well, they have complained.
Yes.
They voice the people. That the people voice.
It's the
People
voice.
raise must be hard. Good. Caller, hello?
Green.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I heard the other voice in the house in Green now.
What?
Everybody painting the house in green.
Well,
over
what's
there
that?
with
So what is
gold.
the problem? What is the problem with painting green? I paint my house in green too. So what do you mean by that? Hey, hold on. The money is green also. The money green.
Yeah, $5,000.
No, sure, the money green. So we know you tell me about.
The $5,000 note is green.
$5,000
Green.
green. So that's a popular thing.
He know.
Green is the most
Give
important.
$5,000.
Green is the most
Yeah.
important
Right.
color in the bygone.
Yeah, that's already gone.
You can still show him
Sure,
that
sure.
$5,000.
Look, it's a green money. It's not the green money, but it's a green money. You see? You see that? We know why you're telling me what green money.
He's trying to make a point that.
There's no point that you're making.
But
He's just casting an aspersions.
Yeah.
The economy is green. The economy is green.
Yes.
They give you a
That's
signal
right.
that you must keep the place clean and tidy.
Caller,
That's
you're
what
there.
they
Hello?
do.
Good
Hello?
afternoon.
Yeah, good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Yes.
And how are you doing?
Good, very, very good, very good.
Like, nice to hear your voice.
Yes.
And good afternoon
Good.
to the two gentlemen.
Yeah.
Nice seeing them.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I'm Rita.
Rita, I
Okay,
heard, no,
Rita.
recognize your voice.
Your old friend, Mr.
Good,
Yes,
Sherman.
I just come upstairs and I
Oh.
put on the TV and
Okay,
saw the
okay.
program. So say, let's say hi to you.
Yeah.
That's very good, Rita.
How's the family and so?
Everything is
Oh,
good,
okay.
good. I'm still looking out for you.
Sunday will come in.
Abdul?
What
This
day?
week. Yes.
Sunday,
Okay,
Sunday.
then.
Sunday.
Say hi
Okay.
to
You
everyone.
take, yes.
And take
Thank you,
care.
thank you.
I love you too.
Thank you very much.
Take
Thank you very
care,
much.
take care,
yes.
Rita.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Rita, remember Rita?
You remember?
Yeah,
And Rita was 70
yeah.
years
She was
old.
sitting on here, man.
Was 70 years old. No, Rita's 70 years old now.
No, you're making a mistake.
70 years Rita in there.
That's
right now.
another Rita.
No, the same Rita talking about. Same Rita talking about.
We got two
Rita
calls
talking
coming
about.
through.
Caller, you on the air?
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon.
Good
yes,
afternoon.
Yes.
From Mr. Hema.
Yeah.
Glad to hear your voice.
Yes.
The great Hema.
Other voice, sound good?
Yes, it sounds good.
Okay.
Is that Hema?
Young
No.
of you.
Yes.
Oh, it's not Hema.
He always calls.
I
Yeah.
call in respect of two things.
Yes.
One is about the COI, the present COI.
Okay.
Sure.
Mill Creek.
And that one, I heard the chairman of the COI yesterday saying, questioning the police, the soldier officer.
Yes.
I enjoyed what he was doing, but I am shocked that a lot of things that are supposed to be said are not being said. And
Yes.
I'm wondering if the president had the power to give the commissioner powers to subpoena people to attend the COI.
What do you think about that?
I would like to know that
Yes.
the chairman can subpoena people
Yes.
to go to the COI.
Yes.
But I don't know if it is
So
possible.
why you saying that?
I said that because I know a lot of things are not being said,
Okay,
and I
okay.
don't know why it's not being said, and that is because persons are preventing those who were involved from going to the COI. I don't have to call names.
Okay.
Anyhow, there is one name I want to call,
Yes.
and that name is Henry Green.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
He died.
That's the arch criminal.
No,
in
no,
the
you
Code of
can't say
Ethics.
that.
You can't say things about a man who died
no,
that
no.
he can't defend
Yes.
himself.
And I'm not talking about him because he's dead.
Okay.
I'm talking about him because of the things he did.
But use
No,
a
but
better
what
word.
evidence you have of that?
Use a better word. Use a better word.
The evidence I have is what he did.
Yeah, what he did.
He took the policemen out of uniform and put them in civilian clothes and sent them to beat the
How you know that of that?
workers, to beat the backside workers out of the job and taking the scalp. That is a part. I don't
Damn it,
understand-
were you a
I-
witness?
So what evidence you have on that? What evidence you have on that?
You-
Well, I'm coming to it.
Yes.
Now,
there were 11 soldiers and 12 policemen in the joint service.
Yes.
And that joint service was under the control of Mr. Henry Green.
Okay.
Now, what happened? The soldiers said that all the ammunition and weapons of the 11 soldiers were intact.
Yes.
And that if the commissioner asked if he questioned any civilian, and he said no.
Yes.
He gets not for that.
Okay.
All right. Well, here it is.
Okay. You make up very short, you know. We can't take too long on the.
All right. All right. Now, this here is, this thing is going to 12 years old since this story happened.
Yes.
And the pathologist of this country, who was 12 years younger than what he is now, was going to the Lindo Creek with escort, a man by the name of Wong, and policemen.
Okay.
And at this late time when the bush took over Lindo Creek,
okay, don't say too much, don't say too much. Time will run out of time, right?
You should appear before the commission.
No, yes.
At this time,
you know what happened. You know what happened.
A policeman was turn and say, look a fine.
Okay. There's a problem. The voice it. We can't get voice so long. Okay.
Yeah.
12 years after.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Are you going to before the commission?
I would like to go to the commission.
Why don't go?
Go ahead.
I was not there.
You could go. They were inviting people to go ahead.
Well, all right. I will consider it.
You must go.
Right.
If you're so convinced, you have the evidence.
No, the evidence is this.
Yes.
He better not talk too much because they may subpoena him.
Okay.
If the soldiers ain't do nothing, and the police do it all. Now,
yes.
the person who was the last commissioner of this force told the Guyana Times that he sent the kids down the river with boat. He can say he lie. He ain't go no way. Now, the other thing, who see fine man? This is what I want.
You got to go before Justice Trotman.
He got to go.
He got to go. No, it's talk all the time.
Look, he asked an important question to us, which is that he asks if the commission has the powers to subpoena people. Yes, they do. All public inquiry, the commissioner has the powers, they're given the powers, part of the condition, to get people to come to give evidence. What's the purpose of the thing if you can't get a man who you feel has evidence?
Hello?
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good
Chairman.
Information.
Yes.
You on the panel, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Just want to make a few points.
Yes.
You see, you know when this coalition take over the gas was 180, 189, 192. You see the 192 liter. You see the price for gas right now.
Okay. I didn't see the price. What's the price?
What is the price?
What's the price?
223.
Man, that's cheap.
So who's responsible?
Well, I know. Just the next thing, you go to the revenue.
The price gone up in worldwide.
The revenue is for hire cars is almost $3,000 more than the private.
Okay.
When you're working on the road, the private car is more than the hire car would do in hire car work.
Yes.
There is no police to do that. The real woman car just mentioned about the bus.
Yes.
Suppose the bus is a police bus, so they don't care, they just do what they feel like.
Okay.
So the private car, more than the hire car, you gotta pay. If a person with 4 come to the car, you can.
How much a passenger, like a presence, like a charge in a presence? How much a passenger? Charge in the presence?
Very, I can't wait.
Okay. Very.
It seems like, it's more people break, people break in that the police represent them.
Okay.
Because what? The guy with the board case.
Yes.
You're hearing nothing about self-defense. I hear it's more.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So,
Caller, thank you very much.
it's like when we're in trouble with these people breaking the law, you're hamburging the law society, the money, because like how we kill the man there. Because the police don't got time, people abide the citizen, you know.
Yes, yes.
All they look after is, check more, you know, see. They just represent more the cooks and the bandits, and then you still represent the man, because they the man more.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You talk about police brutality and crime and increase. Let me touch a little bit on that. Police brutality and crime and increase.
Mr. Sharma.
Yeah.
My experience of the police is that you need better management of the police force. I wrote to the commissioner, the commander, on a number of issues where people have complained to me about them making complaints and nothing is being done about it. So that is why a large section, a significant section of people are saying when something happens, when you say to them, have you made a report, they say they don't want to go and waste their time, because even when they sit and wait in long lines to get a report written by an incompetent police,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
By an incompetent police, nothing is being done. It is those. We still live in an age where people can bribe the police and get things done.
You need to have at each police station a literate person who can read and write properly.
Yes. How do we weed out the corruption?
Good afternoon. Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. I have a complaint about GT&T.
Okay.
My phone was not working. The handset was not working.
Yes.
So I called GT&T to make a complaint. Before I could finish, he told me, one of the workers there that spoke to me told me that, okay, Mom, on your next account bill, you would have to buy a new phone, which is $3,095. Let us say $4,000.
Yes.
Now I want to know if that is official and why, because it's not the problem with the phone, especially my phone is on the post when too many rain fall.
Yes.
So I told her, I said, well, okay, what's the guarantor for the new phone? She said 6 months. So if the phone go down 6 months, I mean I have to find another $4,000 to pay again.
What you can do sometimes, unplug your phone, then push in back those things and see if it works properly, right? Unplug the phone.
Yes, but that's not the problem.
What is the problem?
The problem is about if every time I call about my phone, okay? So it's not work. Sometimes it's on the post or the engine on the ground.
On the ground, yes.
So every time you call, you have to buy a new phone. Where our seniors is going to get that money to buy $4,000 every 6 months?
She's talking about a connection, and you are technically qualified for that. What's the reason? You're technically qualified. She's talking about the connection.
But sometimes, as I said, when you mix it unplug and
how many times must we on this program talk about the total lack of concern by GT&T?
And then
sickening, Mr. Sharma.
And then they don't come, but 7 days and more than a week and all of that.
Rather than penalizing.
In the past, you used to get that phone free. That phone was free.
The whole handset
the handset was free. Paying for it because we are paying a huge rental and then 40% back on
and they give you a proper receiver.
Proper receiver, up-to-date receiver. Rather than them charging the customer when they are in fault, they should be paying compensation to the consumer.
Right.
And they're not, and that is not happening. And why is not happening?
You
know why it's not happening? You want me to tell you why it's not happening? Because we don't have a competent minister of public communication.
That's
the truth.
Mr. Ramon.
Yes.
We need to
you got to praise.
And the Public Utilities Commission.
But you know, Cathy Hughes, the minister, has the audacity to tell us that if you are not happy with us, throw us out, vote us out. Well, that is what is going to happen the next election.
Right, we want a new company.
That is what is going to happen because
we need more competition with this landline.
Don't trouble the phone.
If you were minister, But you Justice for All need to get about 5 seats at the election.
Right.
Ask this lady if she's going to vote for you.
You want to vote, Sharon?
Of course, sir. I know CN and CN knows me good.
Good. So what we need to do has have proper ministers who can come to the program and answer questions.
Okay.
And the PUC is going along with this nonsense too.
Yes,
The PUC was not.
I bet you £100. Oh, what? I'm talking about pounds. $1 million, which I don't have.
Yeah.
If you put Sankey's tomorrow morning in any of the ministries in this, he does better than any one of them.
Thank you for doing that.
I'm sure I can do
Sankey's
that.
is a lecturer. Used to be a lecturer.
Not only that, I was a manager.
So manager,
managing effectively.
Yes, madam.
I bet that on Sankey to my property.
Yes, okay, good. You see?
Thank you.
She said she bet on her property that you'd be a better minister.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't we have him as a minister? Next time we got to sign this Cummings-Burger Accord.
The trouble is that when you're corruption free, somebody's going to complain about you because you're not taking bribes and you're going to.
Rama, you know what I had plenty of votes since about 2 years ago. I had plenty of votes.
But they steal your vote.
They steal my vote. What are you going to do?
They steal your vote.
Yeah.
People are saying that the election is going to be rigged, this coming election. That's what people are complaining about. Because
what happened to Gokul
the reasons why they...
No, what happened to Gokul Buddha?
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
He gone?
He's gone to the rubbish bin.
We know he gone, right?
Gone to the rubbish bin.
Who?
Gokul Buddha.
Where is he?
He's gone. He's
Out of the country?
No. He's
Okay.
he's off the job.
Why he out of the job?
Look.
Why think he was out of the job? Why?
Why not? Because you claim that he didn't give you a fair deal.
You've not figured it out.
I can't use the word I want to use on television.
Exactly.
So I have to be careful. I have to use coded language. But he knows what I mean if he's listening.
Call you hello.
Hello, Mr. Sharma.
Yeah, yes.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am a cattle
Yeah.
miner, right?
You what?
Cattle farmer.
Cattle farmer.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah, they send me a paper that I owe them 300 and something thousand.
Yeah.
Who?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah, send me a paper that
Yeah,
I owe them
yes.
300 and something.
You got to speak up.
Over what period of time?
Tell me speak up.
Speak up.
Well, I like about, they say like about...
Speak up
How
hard, I
many
can't hear you.
years?
You have to speak louder, else we can't hear you.
Like about 4 years.
Yes,
4
now
years.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Now, I have to buy brand, I have to buy everything. I depend on a daily. I trying to make a daily living. Where must I get this money to pay GR?
Okay. So what your point you want to make? Tell me what the exact point you want to make.
Well, I don't know how I end up owing them this money.
But you need to go in and talk to
Have
them.
you ever paid tax?
And you could have a delayed payment. You could have a payment,
No, but-
partial payment now.
Could I give him a word of
Yeah,
advice,
go ahead.
Mr. Sharma? Have you ever paid any tax before to JRA?
No.
You see?
Okay.
Here it goes.
He never
But why
paid
I
any
have to pay
tax.
tax?
Have
Because
you?
I buy a little car and they know about
No.
No.
Is
It's
it your
lies,
cattle
lies. You
farmer?
gotta pay tax.
No. Look.
Why I have to pay tax for?
Could I advise you what to do? Could I advise you what to do?
No, but why you have to pay tax for?
No, listen, man. Everybody has
Gotta
to
pay
pay
tax.
tax.
Everybody pay tax.
Everybody has to pay tax. So if we don't pay tax, then the services that you're getting,
You pay
how
tax
you gonna
on
get
food.
it?
No, I pay the rates and tax.
No.
No. You pay a rate and tax at the local authority.
Why
Now
have
what?
to do with GRE?
I will tell you what you have to do.
Do you sell some?
You have to declare. Listen, I'm advising you what to do, my friend, and you're not listening. What you do, go to a bookkeeper or an accountant in your area, and you do what is called an income and expenditure. And I'm sure your expenditure will be more than your income. So if you declare that your income is more, your expenditure is more than your income, or even if you get a little bit more,
Yes.
the threshold is $60,000 a month.
Okay, you can call in
Yes.
the
So
GRA
if you don't make $60,000
a month.
then you don't have to pay any tax. I don't know what you're worried about.
Go into GRA, make an appointment.
Money that is sent to me, 300 something.
No, but if you go there and you show them,
Show
look,
them, that's right.
show them, look, these are my expenses.
Show them your record.
This is my income, and if your profit is not more, you don't get more when you declare. You don't get more. You don't have more than
Yes.
$60,000 in your pocket, you don't have to pay any tax.
Okay.
That's how it works. But they're willing, if you want, I can arrange to somebody to see you at GRA and help you out to show you how it works, and you wouldn't have to pay any tax. You want to do that?
Thanks very much.
You want to do that? Call after the program, give me your number.
Call it,
and I'll
hello.
arrange it for you. Look, the GRA, Mr. Sharma, needs to collect taxes. But the ordinary...
You pay tax?
I pay tax, 33% I pay. 33% I pay, yeah. P-A-Y-E.
Oh, P-A-Y-E.
Pay as you earn. Yes, I do.
Well, you earn an income.
Call it, hello.
Yeah, I have an income, yes. But my expenses are more than the income I get.
But then you when you submit, you don't have to pay.
I have to do what is called an actual rebate.
You left about the stray animal.
The stray animals,
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
explain to you why we have the
Yeah.
stray animals. We have stray animals because
Yeah.
people want to mine animals and they don't have the land to do it. So what we need to do is to get pastures for people who want to mine animals.
But in Trinidad, we should
But-
learn from Suriname.
But
I've never
what
seen
is
any stray
happening?
animals
What
on
is
the road.
happening? People are being penalized unnecessarily. So the thing has to go hand in hand. This is where the Minister of Agriculture comes into being. That you encourage people to mine the rare animals, but you have to provide them with the necessary pastures or grass to grow grass, and you can what you call intensive agriculture. You don't need plenty lands. You need a certain amount of land for each person who wants.
But they might still stray off that land.
No, you're talking about the Women's
This
Agriculture.
is
Hold
what-
on, hold on.
this is what the Justice for All Party
You're
will
talking
do.
You're talking about incompetent?
The Minister of Agriculture is having a good time, Mr. Sharma.
Oh, yeah?
Let's be honest about
He's
it.
drinking
He's traveling
champagne.
around the world,
Oh.
having a nice time, because he knows, and he told me that
What?
that he wouldn't want to become a minister after this term. So he's having a good time. Yes, he's having a good time.
Why you say that?
Well, I just say that. I just tell you having a good time. You see, he travels all over the place. He wants to set up mega farms. You know what's a mega farms?
Mega farm.
Like what you got in America, big
Yeah,
farms.
Mr. Chairman, good afternoon.
Yeah,
And
good
the,
afternoon.
and the
please.
ordinary people.
Yeah.
You and the panel, Mr.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Good afternoon.
Mr.
Good afternoon.
Chairman, if we retrench
Yeah,
7,000 sugar workers and we can close down Barama company, right?
yeah.
Those people is a big contribution to the NIS in this country. And if those people, they don't find a job to replace them, what's going to happen to NIS or insurance scheme? You understand?
Okay.
But there is very crowd there again on that scheme.
Okay.
You understand?
Thank you very much.
So it was the agriculture
Yeah.
minister coming for those sugar workers that you
okay.
here.
Yeah.
You understand? Now it's 7,000 we're talking about, you know. Those sugar workers
Yeah.
contribute to the NIS a lot.
Okay.
You know that? Right?
We just
We are
have
not to fall in the space
we
right
just
now.
have 5 minutes more to go in
Thank you.
here, please. Call it, hello? Hello?
Yeah, he's saying that NIS could be in trouble
Yeah.
because they lose a lot of contributions. Unless those fellows find work where they're paying the NIS contribution.
See, the whole, Mr. Sharma, the whole thing about the dismantling of the sugar industry is completely flawed.
Yeah.
Not recognizing that you are going to retrench 7,000 people at one go. And these are people who have no dependency. They have nothing else to depend on. It's an inhuman thing.
Oh.
And Clive Thomas must be held accountable
How you mean God can't work out?
because he's the chairman of Gaisuco, and he has to take responsibility. The WPA leadership in America, UC Guyana and Moses Bagwan, and what's her name, Miss Williams, they came down heavily a couple of months ago and said that it was an inhuman thing to do. You cannot dismiss people in this age and time, and they don't have an alternative to look after themselves and their family.
Okay.
They are going to, you are laying down the basis
Okay.
for them to either commit suicide or to do,
be Robert pirates.
or yes,
or
of
be
course,
pirates.
of course. So we don't want that
Or
justice
terrorists,
for all,
as Jack Joe said,
justice
terrorists.
for all party. Let's talk a bit about
Yeah,
justice
yes,
for all.
yes, go ahead,
But
go ahead.
before the program
Go
finishes, so
ahead.
people understand
Yes.
that if justice for all party has prominency in the government,
Yeah, yes.
then those things that they're calling about would not happen.
Yes.
I have explained, you're the only one who have been to the sugar estates and all, Wales.
Yes.
It's not a joke.
I get licks too.
And one of the reasons one of the reasons why
You lock up.
one of the reasons.
Are you in jail?
Exactly, I know. People seem to forget. They have a short memory. Not only a short memory, they have a selected memory.
Yeah.
They only want to remember what they want to remember. And these sugar workers, I have great sympathies for them because I was General Secretary for the Guyana Cane Farmers Association. I know about the sugar industry very well. And I have great sympathies for them. They are the hardest workers. They go early in the morning, they get in the hot sun, and they earn pittance. They're the only workers in the world that put sugar cane on top of their head.
Okay.
It's a sign of slavery. They have not come out of that. And we want to stop that.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
To you and your panel.
Yes.
Saturday afternoon, the tug and barge, what nearly damaged the bridge, actually braced the bridge.
I didn't know about that.
You cross over.
Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
Saturday.
You know about that?
The Demerara Bridge, man, they were the thing that created problems.
No, but
And only the traffic only allowed light traffic because that.
I see. Yes.
That captain does not have a license to go on that barge, a tug.
Okay.
And it's not he alone, there's a lot of captains working with a small license, like you got a motorbike license, and then you drive in a big truck on the road.
Okay.
And when the Marine Police or the Coast Guard pull up, they charge you like $20,000 to $40,000, and they let you go.
Okay.
Corruption. I don't know why the bridge does allow.
There's corruption.
They should have.
Who charged the money on bridge?
Everybody that under the bridge call and give up their captain's license.
Now what he's saying that the man didn't have license to the barge.
Yeah, that's what I think.
So what needs to happen
part of corruption.
In that kind of situation, Mr. Sharma, the man who hit the bridge should have a heavy penalty. We shouldn't.
They let him go. They let him go. The same afternoon, they let him go.
No, he has to pay a heavy penalty. You should not allow him to go.
Yeah, but they let him go. He's back on the river again.
They didn't lock him up, but they're probably pursuing investigation.
Then he lose control and he does not know what to do. Inexperience, damage the bridge and kill a lot of people.
I get your point. I get your point.
He's
I get your
talking.
point.
This man has a lot of information. He seems to even know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
The police will continue
So
the investigation.
we're gonna find out about that more.
You could call me on my number whenever you finish the program.
Okay.
What's your number? Give me your number.
It's a show up there.
No, go ahead.
No, your number on the show. I don't know. Give us. Or call after the program.
I'll call after the program because I can't remember the number.
Okay.
Look, the man from the water place. The man from the water place. Let me look. The man from the water place. The man who called.
Yes.
He just said. He said, "What is his lot number?" The guy who got problems in Princess Street.
Okay.
JWI send me a text.
Oh yes.
Okay, you'll give him after in 5 minutes time.
Go ahead.
No, I want the guy who just called.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 minutes after you'll give him.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that the man texts me now and asks for his lot number.
Well, in 5 minutes time you'll give him.
Princess Street, so he must call me back. I don't have the guy's number now. And then I will let this matter be looked after.
The guy will call you after
the program.
You see
the effectiveness of the program?
Yes. So we gave the lot number in the last program?
No, but I can't remember.
Call you in. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
But Shama, when the corporate people, suppose after the pensioners, when they got to get money, the country will have no money, and the pensioners don't get no money in due time.
Okay, thank you very much.
What did you say?
Pension, yes, thank you.
NIS and pension. No, what I'm saying, the Ministry of Labor should have that department which looks at the unemployment. See how many of the sugar workers are redeployed and how many are left, so they'll have figures. They should have the figures, the statistics.
And now this government has now put into place.
Thank you, we got to wrap the program now.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
What I'd like to say finally.
No, well, I hope that they will pursue the interests of the unemployed, the sugar workers, because everything is linked in this world. You don't know who driven to desperation.
Yes,
you know?
yes, yes.
And we need to look after all workers, make sure that the jobs available, they're redeployed in some other form or the other, that they get a job to take care of the family.
Rahman, closing remarks.
No, I agree with him.
Yeah. Closing remarks.
The Justice for All party stands for the ordinary person. So they need to recognize that they need to vote for you at the next local government election, which is going to be in November, December this year. And come the 2020 election.
You will vote for me?
Yes, I will vote for you.
Okay.
So you're part of the coalition, the APNU coalition.
Okay.
And I voted for you at the election.
Okay.
All right, but I am saying that we must increase the votes by tenfold. But unless people vote, they don't know get good government of the type that you talk that they want to see happen.
Anything else?
Well,
finally,
let that man call back and.
Those who are supposed to call back and give your numbers, please call.
Please call after the program.
After the program, which is coming to an end right now.
God bless you all. Have a good day. Thank you very much.